Okay everyone, I'm back. So this next card is on polished pink. This is one of the card bases from the kit that was in Fresh Freesia, and all I did is I took this, oops, hold on, I have to clean it. I guess I didn't clean it good. This stamp out of the kit. I don't know if you can see, it looks cloudy, and I did an all over tone on tone with the Fresh Freesia ink. And then under here is the vellum flower from the kit. Let's see if I can show it to you on the picture because I don't have another one to show you. It was on here. And then this is actually this flower out of the artistic dies. It goes with the artistically inked bundle, and I cut it out of the in color 2021 to 2023 in color shimmer vellum in the polished pink color, this color here, and it overlays perfectly on that white flower from the kit. Isn't that pretty cool? Now I did use the scrapbook Easy Runner adhesives, but I gotta tell you, use your glue dots, because for one thing it shows through. In a couple places it's sticky, and in a couple places it's not sticking. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Then we're gonna just stamp and put some bling or something on. So it's a polished pink A4 5.5 A2, excuse me, 5.5 by 4.25, and this card mat I cut down to, card base I cut down and stamped on. It's cut down to 4 by 5.25, and then we're going to put a piece of polished pink across the middle. I don't know, maybe I'll put it there because that piece keeps wanting to pop up. Maybe I will. And we're going to use the back of this because I don't want Evening Evergreen on this card. And we're going to use Fresh Freesia to stamp. And we're going to stamp Sending Hugs, which was out of the kit. I want to make sure I have enough ink on there. Oops. I got it up a little higher than I would have liked. Yeah, alright. Well, I kind of ruined that. Let me wipe that stamp off because, oh, it actually has a piece of something stuck on it. It must look like film. That's really weird. I'm going to get a strip of white card out and we'll do it again. So I kind of wasted a label. But, oh well. That was just weird. I might not have used this yet, so it might have pulled a piece of the, this is a scrap, half-inch scrap of probably Whisper White actually. And that's a little crooker than I'd like to, so let me go down the other end and try again. That one's down a little low. Pretty good. Looked like it was down a little low. Maybe that's what I should do. Aim low. Alright, so now let me cut that. I'm going to use this little trimmer. And see, that is for, let me cut it to 3.5. Okay. Let me see something. Actually, let me cut it. Well, I'll leave it like that because we're going to use a. We're actually going to glue this strip down, which will help hold that down, maybe. And then we're going to use the lovely label Pick-a-Punch, and we're going to do both ends with the fancy side here. I've been using this a lot lately. And it's funny because I hadn't used it much at all before recently. I used it some, but not a whole lot. I'm going to do that side again because I had a little much weight on that end. There we go. And get the punch out of the way. So what we'll do is we're going to glue this down, and then we're going to bump this up onto here, and then we will use, guess we'll use the bling from the kit because my, I can still use the regular side of that maybe. This is my last in color pink. I have some in my basket, but they're already on low inventory. All right, let's get this done. Actually, I'm going to try and use Seal Plus, and that will help hold those other flowers down too, hopefully. Let's see if it works. And this is about a 3/4 inch strip, which looks like it's cut crooked. I don't know. My eyes are not the best lately. And sometimes I think I either get it crooked in my trimmer or something. I don't know. My little trimmer there seems to cut straighter to my eye than the big one does. But I'm sure I'm just lining things up awkwardly sometimes. I don't know. Alright, so we could use the purple bling and put that right in the middle there. Let's just use the ones that came in the kit because they're sparkly, shimmery, just like the vellum is. So we'll put 2. We're going to use a lot on this one. So we'll do 2. We'll do 1 up here. And then we'll do maybe about 2 down here. There, like that. There we go. That's card number something. 9. 9 this is. Alrighty. So now the next card. Okay, this is a kind of the opposite. This is a Fresh Freesia A2 card mat, polished pink, half of one of the sheets of vellum out of the kit, approximately half of one of the card bases that was half this and half this, and I don't remember which one we used the other piece of this on. But that's going to go like that. And then I stamped this flower that's in the kit with polished pink, and I colored it in Fresh Freesia in the center, light and dark polished pink for the flower, Fresh Freesia for these little stems, and I believe light and dark soft succulent for the petals. And these dies are out of the Hippo and Friends. And they are the middle and second layer of that set. Yeah, Hippo and Friends dies. They did carry over number 155585, I believe that is. Good, I can put them away. We're going to use them again later, the same 2 dies, so I'm going to put them away for now. All this is going to just get glued down. This will get popped up, and then I did a fairly large bow in the Fresh Freesia, and we're not going to put a sentiment on the outside of this one. So we could, but I don't want to. Alright, I think that's pretty. So out of the kit, we're using this half of a card front, half of a vellum sheet that actually was put on the yellow card base in the kit. That goes down next. And let's use glue dots, and we're going to use, let me see, we use like 3 going down this side. And then I might try and hide one up in the corner up here as best I can on this leaf down here. Alright, so this way. And that is 5 inches tall as well as this, 5 1/4, excuse me, 5 1/4 by 2. And then this will put down with, I think we can do Seal, we can try Seal Plus. And that's going to go, I probably should put one here too. Oh well. That's going to go like this. And then let's glue this together and we're going to pop this whole thing up. And this was done on a scrap of Whisper White actually, but I'm almost done my Whisper White. I have a few more inside card pieces, which I'll probably use on these cards. I'm just not going to do it live or on this video because it's already way too long. Okay, so now let's do this. And actually I'm going to put more on. I'll probably end up getting another sheet, excuse me, of my own dimensionals. Not sure. Might be okay. At the end I'll try and do a sort of a show and tell. This is going to go here. And those don't quite line up. I was going to say they do, but I lined it up with this edge and these points. And then we'll use glue dots and attach this ribbon in Fresh Freesia. It's the In Colors ribbons, and we're going to just put that right down here like that. I had this so pretty. I have to trim that just a little bit. And therefore this one too. Okay. So that is card number, I think we're up to 10. 10. And if we want to put, we can put some bling on here too. Let's just go ahead and use the ones from the kit again. Just a couple. Put one up here. And one here. And then one, maybe down here. Actually, I'm going to use 2 more. I'm going to put some on here too. There we go. Alright, so there's card number 11. And then the next one, remember we're in purple and pink mode still. So this is again on polished pink. I did this background again. This was a card base, one of the cards. It was off the back of one of these. And I did the same thing again using the inky splotchy. I put a piece of scrap behind it and just went across and down with Fresh Freesia ink to give it that mottled kind of textured look. And let's see what we're going to do with this one. Okay, I had one more set of these. I'm not using the green. Here's the other half of that vellum. This time I stamped thanks, and I die cut it with the contour dies, which I showed you earlier from the Color and Contour. And we are going to put a piece of ribbon on, but I think I'm not going to put the ribbon across until we do that. No, these will go on top of the ribbon. It'll go like this, and we'll have this right in the middle. It'll look nice once we get that far. Alright, so first thing is to put this down, because then we have to put the ribbon across. So let's do the glue dots again, and this time I'm going to put like 2 here in the middle. And actually 1 further in the middle where the, well, maybe not. No, let's just do the corners. And they might show a little bit, but I don't want them popping up, so I'm going to put 1 in each corner. Trying to get them on the white leafy things as close to the corner as I can. And then 2 are over here. And we'll go in a little bit. I think this card mat is cut a little bigger. I think it's 5. Yeah, I did it 5 and 3/8 by 4 1/8. Alright, now we're going to put the ribbon, and we're going to make sure that goes right in the middle. And this is the polished pink ribbon. And this is the Seal Plus, just because I have it right here. And let me flip that over and make sure that's pretty much in the middle. Yep. Trim off some of these little edges. We don't need that much extra on there. Push that down and glue this down. Thought about doing this as a live stream, but yeah, I'm going to be able to edit it. Maybe I can make it a little shorter. Okay, now we're going to use glue dots. We're going to put the pink one down first on this part here with the glue dot, and I'm going to put it right where that meets pretty much, and then we'll put another glue dot on the purple, also right where that meets, but we want it to be so that the leaves aren't where the pink ones are. Alright, and then we have our thanks, which we're going to put up on dimensionals right here. Let me find my dimensionals. I actually maybe should have, oops, that was a scrap that I used. Has something else on the back. And 1 in the middle. I maybe should have twisted this a little bit. I still can, maybe. Yeah, there we go. So more of the ribbon shows on the other side. That's going to go right here. And then let's use our bling from the kit again. Oops, sorry. I'll just use 3 because we are getting low. We use 2 here. And maybe 1. Not liking how that's sitting. Guess we use 1 where I want this one. Maybe here. Alright. There we have that thanks card. Very pretty, isn't that beautiful, if I do say so myself. Okay, next up, still in the pink mode, we have, okay, I remember now. Okay, so what we're going to do here, this is another one of these card, actually I think this was all 1 card front perhaps, that I cut down, and this time I just have a full piece 4 by 5 1/4 of the shimmer in polished pink, and I have a card mat of fresh Freesia, which I'm going to tack this down with vellum glue, and I'm going to try and do it there and there, And I might not do the edges. And then this is Fresh Freesia card base. But before we put that down, we're going to run this under, and then we're going to pop, I think we'll put these down also with the vellum glue, with this underneath. And then this was using the hippos again, and we'll stamp, let's see, I think we're going to stamp You Are Amazing again right in here in polished pink. Alright, so let's give this a try. Let me get my vellum runner. You can use the glue dots too. So I need to put it about here. Maybe. There we go. And about here. I might try and just do little bits in the corners to see if that'll hold. I don't know. It's the first time I've used this for these, and I'm not convinced it holds real well yet. So we'll see. And we're going to put that on this card mat of the same size, 4 by 5 1/4. Try and get it lined up in the corners pretty good. And rub that down. And then we're going to use our Seal Plus and go across the middle. I didn't quite get that lined up good, but it's not too bad. And we're using the Fresh Freesia in color ribbon, and just going to go across the middle. I always get a little bit too much ribbon, but I cut it ahead of time, so I had these all prepped. So far, nothing's from the kit. Right now we can glue this down. And then we're going to bring, I'm going to use my Seal Plus to glue these down actually. And let's see if I can get them straight. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's stamp now in polished pink. You Are Amazing. Okay. And this time we're going to glue this onto here and pop this whole thing up. And I think we will use the in color Fresh Freesia dots this time as well. Yeah, we might be needing to get some more glue dots out. That'll have to do. We're down to the sides now. We almost made it. We have 2 more pink purple cards, and we'll take a little break again. Alright, and let's do some little ones. These are the Fresh Freesia in color dots. And we're just going to do that. Okay, so that's card number, I don't know, 4 of the pink purple. So if I had 8, that's 12. Here comes 13. Okay, so what I did for this one, where this is going to be a horizontal, this is fresh Freesia, polished pink cut to 4 by 5 and a quarter. Ran it through the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. That's just going to go here. This time, okay, so on this one and this one, this was the card base cut in half this way. So what I'm trying to say is, if you take this, these two were as a result of cutting it this way, and then I cut one of those in half to get this. That's how I did those two. But these next two, I took that card base and I cut it this way, down the middle long ways. So I have two pieces that are actually 5.5 by 2 and a quarter, I think. 2 1/8 maybe? 2 by 2, because I had already cut it down to 4. Alright, so we're gonna just glue this down. Let me make sure I have my class. See, I almost had it backwards. This is not good. So if you need a lot of cards, this is a great kit to do it. Then we're going to glue this down, and we're going to leave it larger than the pink mat underneath, and have it go all the way to the edge of the card. So 5.5 by 2, and that's going to go across up here as straight as we can get it. Now for these, what I used was this. I taped this down, as you can see, with I used washi tape to a piece of white cardstock, and the next card we'll use 3 more of these, and I just used my blending brushes in Fresh Fuchsia and a little bit of polished pink, and then I blended it over again with the Fresh Freesia, and that ended up with this look. And then I took the little mani stamps and I used polished pink, and I stamped many 6 times, but one of them got really bad, so I only used 5 of them, 2 on this card, and then I just cut it. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down as well. So we have many, and then I have one more, thanks from the kit here. So we're going to tack that down here, and then we're just going to use a little bit of white twine from the snail pack that has it's still available only till June 30th until supplies last. Snail mail twine combo pack. The designer paper for snail mail is gone, by the way, but as far as I know, as of early this morning, this was still available. 154579 is the number. It has white and Blushing Bride. We're going to use white, but let's just tack this down again with glue dots. And let's see, I guess we will put a little bow down at the bottom again. So we'll do the bottom 3 things again. We'll put it at the N and at the K. And I'm going to stick one on the H, even though there's not going to be twine there, but I need something to hold that side down too. Alright, we'll put it up a little bit right there. And then we're going to do a little white twine bow. And actually, I just changed my mind on what bling I was going to use on this. think I might need another glue dot on that K. I'm going to snip this shorter. Got that uneven. Use a glue dot. I'll put that down. I think we'll put it on the K here. Oops. Didn't come off. Silly glue dot. Put that on the K. And I am going to put one more glue dot up on this K because I don't like how that's sticking up, and maybe on the H. Yep. I'm just afraid it's going to get caught. So I am going to do that. Okay. And for the bling on this one, let's use the Fresh Freesia. Oops. Fresh Freesia dots from the In Color. I think they'll go well with it. We'll put one over here and two little ones. Maybe one up here. Oops. It stuck to me instead of the card. No, you go up there. And another little one maybe right in here. Alright, so there we go. Many, many thanks. Bright and cheerful. And I used the vellum, the negative from the little things, and this piece from the kit. And yeah, and I can't get that straight there. There we go. Alright, oops. So one more pink and purple before we take a little break. Alright, here it comes. It's going the other way now. I already did the stamping, so we can move these out of the way. So what we're doing here is, I brought out 3 of these little flowers from the In Color Loose Flower Flourishes. They're in the annual catalog. I don't remember the number, hang on. But they come in Fresh Freesia, Polished Pink, which is what I'm using, and Pale Papaya. And the number is 155808, and they're on page 141 of the annual catalog. So here we have another half of, actually, these two I think were part of this that I cut in half, because here's the other half of this one, like that. Okay. So this time we have a Polished Pink card base, Fresh Freesia card mat, and I took the little stamp, the 2 little stamps that are flowers out of the kit, and just did an all over background in tone on tone Fresh Freesia. And we're going to go ahead and glue that down. And then we have this we're going to put here, and here's our other 3 many, 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 and then this time we're going to put thanks across like this and bump it up, and then we'll have a little pink bow maybe right here, and that is out of the Polished Pink In Color ribbon. So let's glue this down. And we're actually also going to glue this down, which I explained in the last card. And there was one more. There were 6 many, many, minis, but I cut one off because I didn't like the way it looked, and used 3 here and 2 on the last card. So this thanks we're going to bump up, and we're going to have to cut. Now let me see. Yeah, this was the crooked side, so we're gonna, which side is better? This one. Alright, we're gonna cut these and this will probably be the last card I can use these on. I don't know. I might be able to, no, I don't know. Yeah, this will be the last card. And then what we'll do is cut this one in half and put it like this. Put this one like this. There we go. Ends of the dimensionals from the kit itself. Okay, and we're going to put the thanks going like this. Then we're going to get a glue dot and put this ribbon on. Just a small little bow. We're going to put it right about here, like this. There we go. And then we're going to take glue dots and put these down. So, with the glue dot, we'll put one here. I was going to put a little one in here, which I might have to curl that up a little bit. It's a little bit big. You could use glue. Maybe, no, maybe I'll put it up on the purple. I was going to put it on the white, but I got this one off a little bit from where I originally planned, I think. And then we're going to put one down here on the thanks, right there. And that is that card, number whatever. That's the last of the pink and purple. So let me actually put those stamp pads away because we're done with those. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cards from the pink and purple, which were really 2 card bases. This is the back. This and this one were the backs of the pieces that were here. All these ones. Alright, I'll be right back after I clean up the mess.